morning, friends. Happy Tuesday, April 25th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or a loved one. And then the third card is always something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. Oh my goodness. All right. So good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. I say that because this is the third take. It took me 3 times to remember what day of the week it was. I really want it to be Wednesday. Like, it's just really messing up my schedule here that it's only Tuesday. All right. So let's get to the card reading. So I am going to just give you a little warning. The first card is a little heavy, okay? As I was shuffling and doing and, setting the intention in the cards and getting them selected, one of them flies out onto the floor. And any of you who do cards know that if one just flies out, that's usually one you're supposed to pay attention to. Not only did it fly out, but it flew out face down, so I couldn't see what it was. And so I was like, yeah, because usually if I can see what it is, I'm like, nope, stick that one back in the deck. So yeah, it's too bad it wasn't face up so that I could stick that one back in the deck. So we have a little bit of a heavy card and the universe really wanted us to see it. Okay. And we've had this message before. It's been a couple weeks, but we've had this message before. And apparently we need reminded of it. My suspicion is I know where mine is coming from, so let's see where you think yours is coming from. All right, the card for all of us today. Are you ready? Ugly. Ugly. Again. Ready? Let's all do the cheer together. U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Yeah, you ugly. Okay, right? When we did that cheer meant that they sucked, right? So ugly didn't mean that they didn't look nice. Ugly meant that they weren't good at what they were doing and that they were ugly at it, okay? Like their form was bad and all the things. So ugly today, we are in bad form. And for me, I know my ugly is when I judge others, okay? And usually that judgment shows up on my face and it also makes me look ugly, okay? Now, what is your ugly? Your ugly might be something else. It might not be that you judge people. It might be something else. Maybe you micromanage. And we only micromanage when we're not comfortable managing what we're managing. So we have to micromanage it to make sure that we're comfortable and we know where all the pieces are. It's not that we enjoy micromanaging. It's not that I enjoy judging people. Although, sometimes people watching. But I don't really enjoy judging them. I enjoy witnessing them and seeing them, but I don't really like judging them. In fact, that makes me sad when my brain goes to judging. I'd rather just witness and observe without judgment. So, how are you expressing ugly today? Maybe it's a quick, you snapped at somebody and you normally you wouldn't snap at them and you snapped at them. That's okay. So this is about owning our ugly. Owning our ugly. It is an immediate stop. Okay. It is a toll. There's a cost. If we don't stop being ugly, there's going to be a cost. That should be a no-brainer. Okay. We all should know that. But sometimes we forget. Okay. Because ugly is also perception. It's not what we think we're doing that's ugly. It's how the other people are perceiving it. So we have to be extra special attentive to be able to pick up on, oh, they didn't receive that well. That didn't come off the way I thought it would. That came off ugly. Let me apologize. Okay? It is a past. Okay? So it may be something you've already done. You're not going to notice it until you've done it. You're probably not going to be able to prevent it. It's probably just going to happen, and then you're going to have to fix it. Okay. This is like the picture is like nuclear fallout. Okay. And it's another water. So it's all about emotions, and it's just about our emotional reaction and our feelings to things. It can be our feelings, it can be their feelings, it could be all of the above, or either or. Okay. It may be that we didn't intend anything with it, but boy, they perceived it wrong. Woo! Let me fix that. Okay. It really honestly could be as simple as that, as I didn't intend it, but they took it wrong and I need to fix that. Okay. All right. Whew. That's the one that flew out the deck, friends. Seriously. It was face down because it knew if it was face up, I would have stuck it back in because I don't like that card. I don't like feeling ugly. And so I guess this is the universe's reminder of, well, if you don't like feeling ugly, then pay attention and fix it. Stop doing it. All right. The message for someone else today, please remember someone else might be a stranger, friend, or a loved one. It could also be you. It could also be me, who we're all someone else's someone else. So say that a few times in a row. The message for us, our friend, is tent. And tent is that reminder that they're feeling super comfortable right now. They're feeling cozy. They feel rested, like they feel kind of rejuvenated, or at least they've been kind of hanging out in a place where they want to get there. And this is the universe's reminder of, hey, you're getting awfully comfortable there. Don't move in. This is just a tent. This isn't your permanent home. Okay. This is just where we're supposed to park for a little bit to just recuperate, rejuvenate, and then we're supposed to keep going. Any of you who have gone camping know that you cannot be in a tent for a really long time. It's not comfortable. We can try to make it as comfortable as possible, but eventually you're going to really want a warm shower, right? One without having to wear flip-flops. You're also going to maybe want to go to the bathroom without having to squat. All of the things, right? Because it's a tent. It's not an RV. It's a tent. Okay. Just a temporary, you've had these really beautiful views. You've really just been getting all of the things that you need to feel better. And now it is time to think about the next steps in moving, which actually leads us to the next card. I'm really loving the universe these days. So I'm wondering if ugly we weren't supposed to pick up, because these other two cards go together nicely, and they've all been going together nicely lately, and ugly just kind of seems to like not fit. All right, so our friend is tent. Don't move in. It's just been a temporary place of rest. Keep going. We still got more growing to do, more struggle. Sorry, you can't grow if you don't struggle. All right, the message to remember or watch for is kids. And kids is a lot like the Fool card in a regular tarot deck. So kids is like hopes and dreams. It's that starting something new. It can also be breathing new life into something old. Okay. Kids is all about that childlike energy, and that, most kids are pretty willing to try anything. The ones who are being shy and scared, they're picking up on what their grown-ups have taught them. Okay. It's not that they want to be shy and scared. Their grown-ups have taught them that. So yeah. So it's all about hopes and dreams and investing back into that and getting going along with tent. Oh, I forgot to do the details on tent. So the details on tent, back it up for our friend. See? Beep, 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 beep. Okay. We're backed up to tent. The message for our friend, we could be the friend, which is why we need to see this. It is a yellow yield. It is a dirt road. Okay. So life is about a journey. You can't journey if you just stay parked in your tent. You're supposed to keep going. It is a past and a future. I think I just figured out how ugly tied in. And then we've got Earth. Okay. So it's that you had a plan. What did your plan say? This was just a pit stop. Keep going. What did your plan say? All right. I think I figured out how ugly fit. All right. And then with kids, it's a green go, because we just figured out it's a green go and it's a highway. Now, so like dirt road, highway just means I'm going to go fast. Okay. And it also means I may not always pay attention to the details. It is about future. And it is about fire and passion. All right. So how does this all fit together? Because I said that I really believe lately that all three fit together as a puzzle. They're beautiful separate, but then they're even more beautiful when we put them together as the puzzle. So how do these fit as the puzzle? Where does ugly fit? Because I think we all can see where tent and kid fits together. Like keep going, something new, or breathe new life into something old. How does ugly fit? Well, it's about the past. So there's something, and so maybe it's not about how you're going to act. Maybe it's something ugly from the past that we need to process, from our tent, so that we can move on and breathe new life into things. Okay. So maybe it's not about how we're acting. Maybe it's about something we've experienced. Okay. So see how that takes it to a completely different place? It's still emotions. It's past. We got to stop. But we got to process that ugly emotion. We got to process that trauma. Okay. Which this honestly really then fits. So it may be that we're going to act ugly today, but more than likely it's really about processing a trauma. And that little break in a tent, and we're going to feel better, but then we got to keep going. We'll think that's where we're supposed to stay. Like it'll feel like, oh, this is the thing I'm supposed to do. This is good. No, you got to keep pushing yourself, and that new or putting new life into something else. Like, so take that thing that you've been enjoying doing that you like in the tent. How can you add more to it to breathe new life into it and make it something new instead of something old? Whew. Okay. Feeling a little bit better about ugly. Hopefully maybe you're feeling better about ugly too. Sometimes it really is about processing. I'm going to tell you, I am an out loud processor. That's why sometimes these readings, it takes a little bit for me to get to the point, because I'm an out loud processor and I haven't gotten smart enough to know, do your card reading, call someone, process with them on the phone, and then you can clean it up for your people. But the truth is, I think you're also supposed to see me process it. I really think you're supposed to see that it can be all these different things. It's not just the one. Okay? That's the beauty of these cards. And you wouldn't think that something as simple as a four-letter word could have so many meanings and be taken so many different directions. But they can. So think about when you start using those more complex words and how things get. It's crazy. We really need to pay attention to not just the words people say, but we need to pay attention to their nonverbals. We just need to pay attention to all of it, because it's not just about what comes out of our mouth. That's not the only way we communicate. It's also not the only way we process. So yeah, you don't just process what you hear from other people. You process the whole picture. So yeah. So I apologize if I frustrate you by rounding round and round and round and round before I finally come to a solid answer. If it really bothers you, please send me a message, because I don't want to offend my friends. I don't want to offend my friends. I want you to keep coming back and keep hearing what messages the universe, God has to offer. So yeah, anyway. So just let me know if that irritates you, and I'll start out loud processing before the video instead of on the video. All right. It's time to shush. Okay. So it's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, friends. Just Tuesday. April always seems like such a long month, but it's really not. March is the long month. I don't know. I'm not a teacher anymore, and April still seems long. I'm longing for summer. How about you? Okay. Now I'm all kinds of distracted. All right. Go out there with kindness. Do nice things for other people. Please smile at others a lot because they probably all feel like me and think it should be Friday when it's only Tuesday. Okay. All right. Love you and see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Bye.